Toyota Tundra, third generation's been around since late 2021, early 2022 is a 2022 model year. And we are getting probably our first, I don't even know if I'd call it a refresh, but it's an update. We are getting updates to the Tundra here and the Sequoia soon. So stay tuned for my next video where I'll talk about the updates to the Sequoia here shortly. But this video is going to be brief. If you are excited for anything new to the Tundra, make sure to hit that like button. And let's get into it. You know, so many of you want V8 back, and I get it. Those days are gone, seemingly, unless we get a twin turbo V8 ported over from, you know, the Lexus lineup when that does launch in the LFR. Point aside, you know, Ram is relaunching their trucks with Hemis. Is Toyota going to do the same? There's probably not even a snowball's chance if that happens, because these F platforms are designed exclusively around six-cylinder V6 six-cylinder gas and V6 six-cylinder diesel. All right. And I would love an inline six. Unfortunately, Toyota decided not to go the inline six route. Don't know why, but I rest my case there with the powertrains. Let's get into the updates. Capstone interior is updated with the Shale Premium Textured Leather trim. The isodynamic seats, that technology that was from the TRD Pro Tacoma, is now available on TRD Pro Tundra. You can't fit anything behind those seats. Maybe in a Tundra you can, in the isodynamic seats, you can fit someone in the second row, but definitely not in the Tacoma. All right, we know the Wavemaker color is on the TRD Pro. You can get a TRD 3-inch lift kit and tow package available on TRD Rally now. This is the big one in my opinion. 32-gallon gas tank, standard on all grades. I think if I remember right, I was getting about 17 miles per gallon on the Tundra. All right, now times 32. That's a massive range, 544-mile range. I mean, that's if you're not hauling or towing anything. All right, so this big gas tank standard now is awesome. It's great. There's no updates to the powertrains. All right, you still have twin turbo V6 that has 389 horsepower and 479 pound-feet of torque, and then you can hybridize it to the iForce Max with 437 horsepower and 583 pound-feet of torque. That's nothing new, that hasn't changed. However, a tow hitch with the 7/4 pin connector is standard even on the SR grade now. Here we go. TRD Pro can be ordered with optional isodynamic seats, similar to those found in the Tacoma TRD Pro. They're not the same. They have to be bigger seats because they're in the Tundra here. Additionally, power running boards will be available on Platinum and 1974 TRD off-road package models. And SX package will come with a 20-inch wheel. There's no updates to Toyota Safety Sense 2.5. Man, we're getting close to 4.0 on some of the models. Isn't the new RAV4, isn't that going to be like 4.0 Toyota Safety Sense, something like that? Are you happy with these updates made to the Tundra? It's good that they're making some updates on it. I mean, the TRD 3-inch lift kit and the bigger fuel tank, those things are badass. All right. Let me know if you're excited for the isodynamic seat option on the TRD Pro. Are you excited for the upgraded Capstone trim? Which, guys, Capstones right now, I'm curious. Let's look at some Tundras in my area. See if there's deals to be had. I haven't driven a Tundra probably in a couple of years at this point. All right. There aren't that many in my area. 519. That's pretty, I would say low volume, but it's low volume compared to what? All right. If you look at like a Camry, there's 1,600 Camrys. If you look at a 4Runner, there's almost as many 4Runners as there are Tundras. All right. Corolla, there's 1,100 Corollas. Anyways, the RAV4 is their biggest seller. Tacoma, there's almost 2,000. That is a lot. Anyways, where's the RAV4? The RAV4 should be pretty high volume, but it's actually not nearly as high as the Tacoma, which is very interesting. Okay, so are we seeing any good deals? SR5 is probably the trim I would be looking at. Are we seeing any discounts in my area? I'm again for $50,000. That sounds like a fair deal for a full-size pickup truck. Let me know what you guys think. About $3,000 off of MSRP right now. What about a TRD Pro? What are those going for? If I could even find one. No, there's no TRD Pros. There's some 1974s. There's some limited and platinums. You can see the vast majority are sitting here in the SR5 trim. If I look at a limited here, limiteds, wow, a limited's only $7,000 more than an SR5. So limiteds are being discounted about $3,000 as well. And there's also 242 Tundra hybrids in my area. I don't really have that big of a preference one over the other, to be honest. Now, if we're talking about the Lexus LX, the hybrid is the way to go on that. Why do I bring that up? Because they use very similar, essentially identical powertrains. The Tundra hybrid, the cheapest we can get a Tundra hybrid right now is about $4,000 off. MSR $3,000 off of MSRP, and they start at $60,000. Man, this one looks sick. I would take that one. $63K seems like a fair price. Let me know what you guys think. I'm gonna shut it down there. Are you, like I said, are you happy with these updates for the Tundra? Let me know what you would like to see on the Tundra that we might not have on it currently. Is there something from the competition that you wish you had? Like a plug-in hybrid? Do you want a range extender? Do you just want the V8 and call it a day? I don't know. Let me know. I'll see you guys in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video about the Sequoia because we have some updates on that coming shortly. Peace.